Hey everybody, doing a little update for you. We're going to try something new. We're going to do like a little live hit on the Facebook page, and we're going to see if this works. But I think it's up and running on YouTube, and we're good to go. And it's cross-posted to WAFF 48, so this is like the real deal. So normally, y'all, I do like this coffee thing. It's called Coffee Time on Saturday and Sunday mornings. I just give a quick recap of the weather. Got a short period of time here before we go live on the TVL show, and also for the newscast. But all I do is just give you a quick rundown of the weather forecast. If you have any questions, I usually answer them. And I usually have a cup of coffee with you, but I'd have to down that coffee really fast right now. Let's just give you a basic idea of what you can expect for the rest of your Monday. And I know a lot of you probably asking questions about Wednesday, and I totally get that. I will cover that in a moment too. So temperatures outside, for the most part, not really warm this morning, right? Temperature's really cold this morning. We were in the 20s and it felt like teens with the wind chill value, and all we got right now is 30. So we went from strong to severe thunderstorms on Saturday with 3 confirmed tornadoes thus far. Probably going to add to that total today because what's going to happen is the National Weather Service is going to go survey the town of Rogersville today and probably conclude that there was probably another tornado there. And then behind that strong to severe storm Saturday night, you felt the cold air on Sunday, and it's here to stay for today too. The wind's not as strong as yesterday, but still enough of a presence that it takes your wind chill values and drops them well back into the 20s and teens. We're actually colder today than we were yesterday at this time, and it was a pretty chilly day yesterday, right? So hour by hour forecast today looks pretty good. Sunshine in terms of sky conditions, but for those of you who like it warmer, this is not your day, only in the low to mid 40s. Tonight, generally clear conditions before some clouds come in really late tonight. And they'll be with us for the day on Tuesday, but your high temperature Tuesday will be in the mid to upper 40s. What's kind of sad about that is that's actually the warmest day of the entire week, as we got some colder air, even colder air coming in for Wednesday and for likely Thursday. Look at those high temperatures. They drop off. But the biggest question is, are we going to get some accumulating snow? I'll show you the rundown here in just a moment of what we're thinking, but forecast models have us right about 32 degrees when precipitation comes in Tuesday night. What that will do is it'll wet the roads. It could make things a bit slick in the morning commute on Wednesday. Probably a little accumulation maybe on the grassy surfaces, but not so much on the roads. But then once those temperatures drop back into the teens on Wednesday night, game on for iciness, and anything that is wet or leftover wet from the day will likely become slick as we go into Thursday morning. And that high temperature of 30 on Thursday might be a tough one to get to. A lot of areas will probably stay in the upper 20s. So if you like winter, you like cold temperatures, you're loving this 3-day forecast after today, as we will stay well below average. But for those of you who like it a little bit warmer, next week might be your thing. And I'll have much more coming up in your 10-day forecast. We're going to run a quick break right now, and I will be right back with that 10-day forecast after that. All right, y'all, I think the break is over, and that's good because now I get to pop up the 10-day forecast. Bam! I had to run back and make sure the break was over. I couldn't tell it was running, but that's okay. We're going to trial and error this thing. We're going to make this work for you at home because these little CTV updates are pretty cool. It gives me a great way to talk to you all before I actually go on air at 11 o'clock and at noon, and it gives you a segue to expect what I'm going to talk about. And I give you a little bit of detail here, and I'll give you more on air. So, talked about the next couple of days being cold. That timeline, again, on Tuesday night into Wednesday, you wake up, some rain and snow, If you're south of the Tennessee River, probably more rain than snow. If you're north of the Tennessee River, probably more snow than rain. And that mix will continue throughout the day. The biggest concern will be not just the accumulation, focus on the road conditions more than any kind of accumulation. I know that there'll probably be some graphics that come out that maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Again, a lot of it's going to melt as it falls to the ground. And I think a lot of it is going to end up being more grassy surface accumulation. But the road impacts will be later in the day when the temperature starts to drop and we fall back into the teens on Wednesday night into Thursday. There's a little weather radio there on Friday. And why do I have that there? Well, actually, Eric Burke put it in because he rocks. But that weather radio is because we are programming them at the Jones Valley Ace Hardware. And we will be there. I do believe it's from 10 p.m. to 5 or 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's on Friday. So if you bring your weather radio, we'll program it for you, no charge. If you want to buy one there, you can do that. And I do believe, obviously we just had severe weather this past weekend, but you always want to have a weather radio to keep you informed. If you try to fall asleep at night, it's a great way to wake you up if storms are coming your way. And we will be there programming weather radios on Friday. And let me get this right, Jones Valley Ace Hardware, bring it on. Boom, we're going to be there. Saturday and Sunday, moderating temperatures, 40s and 50s. And look at next week. I said this before we took a break there. Now, once we got into those 60s next week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're going to start thinking about spring again because that winter-like feel that we have for the next couple of days will be erased. Once again, we'll be on air 11 o'clock TVL, Tennessee Valley Living. And then the new newscast, Claudia will be in today. She's filling in for Gina. And I will be doing the weather. And we will be hanging out with you right through 1 o'clock. Come join us on air. And for now, have a fantastic day, y'all.